Welcome back, everybody, to the Breachers VRML. I'm your host, GibularBob, and today we're here with Immortality. Zav the Slav's here with us, along with Snow Snorter, Woe, and Mad. And I guess let's just get right into the questions here. So after 11 weeks of matches, you're finally here. How does it feel to skip the Challenger Cup?
I mean, for us, the team was created halfway into the season, so we kind of got away with, I think it was 6-7 matches, so it wasn't 11 weeks of matches, but I think that's rather irrelevant. To be skipping the Challenger Cup as the team made this season was pretty cool, if I say so myself.
For me, it was, I just basically what I've said, that we skipped half the season. But, for me, last season, I didn't get out of quarters, same with Mad. So it feels good to skip Challenger Cup this time around and not have to go through that whole process again.
I mean, for me, same place, same story. Zav and I together, the duo, back in.
Oh, yeah.
And second time, what's it called? Playoffs? Whatever you call it. Just same place.
Yeah, finals.
Nothing different compared to last time. Just trying to win.
I find it great to get skip CC. I can't speak. Because last time, you got put straight against number one team, which was actually
that's not fun.
these ones, which we lost to and got knocked out by, so it feels good.
Special information, these two are ops. Yeah, we hate Ran and Zav. They're ops.
Yeah,
They're ops to me and Mad.
Okay, so next question here. Where did you expect your team to finish this season? Was there a set goal in mind, or were you just kind of winging it when you went in?
So it's a funny story. So after our old team Velocity disbanded, I was kind of bored of the lack of comp because scrims, games, all that. It's just a fun, like, breaches without comp is rather boring. So anyway, I'm just talking to a few people from Velocity, and I'm like, do you know what? Why don't we just make a team? Just make it casual, just like, just so we can play scrims every now and then, so we don't get bored, etc., etc., etc. And then even Ran was like, okay, I'll join, but only if it's casual. Like, I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not expecting to win or anything. So we actually came into the season just expecting to just get a few games in, get a few scrims in, no pressure on anything. And well, we ended up third, which I think it got a few weeks into VRML when we were like, okay, like some of these top teams are actually getting either really close or we're beating them. And we're like, let's step up the challenge, just put a bit more pressure into the games and let's see what we can do. And we came up third.
Yeah, that's basically what you said. I think for me it was like more of I wanted to play with these guys again because I got onto Velocity before it disbanded with Zav and Ran, and then it ended up dying. But I think like out of the players we had picked, I expected us to finish high, so I wanted to finish in the top 3 anyway. And then after like the first couple weeks, we was like, oh, we can make it in top 3 if not like higher. So I really expected us to not go anywhere below top 3, to be honest, and I'm happy with where we finished.
In any placement that wouldn't have us like face Ace or Ews in quarterfinals or semifinals rather than the finals. Just
so true.
Any like spot where we're on the opposite bracket, I could not care less.
And then Mad?
Well, Ivy joined VRML again after pre-season, quite early on in the season, so I think at the start we were expecting second, but then Ivy came in and kind of disrupted that, so yeah, but we were definitely expecting third or around that, and we achieved it, so.
Yeah, to be fair, Mad, you joined at the point where we were kind of getting into it, locking down more. So Mad didn't experience the first few steps of when we were just casual. So he came into the right, let's be the top of you.
So on that note, in terms of the matchups that you had during the season, was there a particular week or a particular match that was especially challenging for your team to overcome?
We can flip it around. Matt, do you want to start instead of me saying everything straight away? Go on.
Okay. Well, earlier on into the season, not super early, but against the Ragnarok, we tied and we got 7-1 on shit.
7-0.
Yeah, that was horrible.
My bad.
Oh god, we got 7-0. So
No, it was 7-1. It was 7-1.
Yeah, then we had our match against Acer and Ivy, and we kind of threw, losing, not even getting above 6 rounds. So, but we're bouncing back. We're screaming and all that.
Well, how about you?
Any weeks or matchups? Nah, I have full faith and confidence in this team that no matter who we're against, except for
no. Previous
no matter which team we're
round,
against, we can
previous weeks we've had. That
Huh?
one a bit iffy.
Yeah,
Previous weeks. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you just don't think anything was challenging for us?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
okay.
We're just better, you know.
Well, for
We're
me,
not
I feel
real
like
now.
our most challenging matchup in the week was the Ivy match because that was the week that Floopy got banned and everything just kind of we were all kind of mumble jumbled. And I feel like if we just stayed constructed and nothing like that happened, I feel like we would have finished second or first, to be honest. But it happens, setbacks happen. But I feel like in finals we're definitely going to bounce back from that and be a better team.
Sure, yeah. And Zav, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few matches. I've feeling the two matches that we expected to be tough were tough. Obviously, Acer and IV, which is first and second place, which makes sense. It was tougher. Ragnarok, we definitely went in there a bit too confident. That probably showed. You know, just it's that mentality that I sort of try and get out of. That overconfidence, it leads, you know, overswinging, losing rounds, getting mad. Especially the worst part is the mental after thinking it's going to be an easy win. I think, but one of the toughest matches. Oh my god, I forgot their name now. This is so bad. What's the Spanish team?
Oh, War Dogs.
War Dogs. That's it. Okay, no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
That was crazy. So there's like a kind of stereotype in EU that any team that does not have UK players on, they're absolutely amazing at Sky for whatever reason.
That's true.
The French teams, the Spanish teams, bro. We go in there, we're like, okay, you know, they're 15th VRML, you know, gonna be a 2-mapper. Yeah, we get 7-0'd by fucking Sky. We were like, oh my god, what is going on? You know, yeah, we had to clutch back on that. That was probably the week that I was like, oh my god, there's no way with this close to finals that we're losing.
Even play space as well.
The War Dogs match was just great, but it went from a 7-0 to 7-5, and then we 7-1 them. So like we did really well on the comeback.
So you did manage to turn it around in the end, yeah.
Oh yeah. We still won the match. It was just a lot tougher than expected.
Absolutely. And on that note, are there any teams that you're worried about going into the close qualifiers coming up next week? I know Woe isn't worried about anybody.
Yeah, I mean, Raz made it quite open what team we're worried about, and to be fair, the whole season was yes, Azir, here's your ego. So the whole season we were basically just like, yeah, let's just hit these spots. Let's just make sure we're away from Acer, because realistically, as this season's shown, if you know all teams but them, we have managed to either beat or you know, come really, really close to beating. So we're not worried about any other teams really. But yeah, Ivy and Acer are the big ones, but Acer especially a lot more than Ivy is. We've been working our tricks on some of them teams just mentioned, so you know.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like to be honest, the specific team, like the team we're most kind of like preparing for is Ivy, because I feel like Acer is definitely a beatable team. You play them a couple times, you learn them, then you can just get around it. But I feel like Ivy are just a really like they can play unpredictable or predictable, so it's just depending on what they're gonna do. And then there is obviously a lot of players in finals that can just step up and play really good. And then there's also the teams that can generally just fumble and not play as good. But
yeah,
it happens.
Matt, how about you?
Well, honestly, FVEU looking quite good right now. Picked up some new players.
FVEU is crazy.
Honestly, like I'm quite worried. Honestly, like I think it'll go 3 maps. And then obviously there's Acer, Ivy, all the threats. Basically every match.
Okay, nice.
You skipped me.
And then
Mr. Ran, I mean, you made it quite clear, but go on, say your speech again.
I have one thing to add.
Okay.
I know it might seem like I don't care, like I'm confident against every team.
I don't care anymore.
The one thing that I wanted to say was I would like to face Acer EU in playoffs, in the finals, the grand finals,
okay.
rather than the semis and stuff, because that gives us a lot of time to prepare, to practice, and all that yada yada. IVI easy, Ragnarok easy. I'm messing. They're so hard. But like,
so we're making enemies in the interview. Yeah, cool.
I have to keep the mental up, lads.
Not
Yeah, yeah.
responsibility for Ran.
In any case, we do thank Immortality for giving us the opportunity to interview them today. Zav, Snow, Woe, and Mad, thank you. And of course, we do wish you luck in the upcoming closed qualifiers. Until next time, I'm GibularBob. This has been Immortality. We'll catch you all in the next interview. Have a great night, everybody.
There's Taquito again, flying out, rifle in hand, catches 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Big Blue is right on top, and there's a double kill that comes in from Cozy. Can into the EMP inside. Who fires?